Hi, my name's Graham, and I'd love to become a teaching assistant because I've found that teaching has personally been very fulfilling, and I'm really excited to be able to meet professors and other students that share similar interests. So my friends that are TAs have talked to me and told me how demanding but gratifying the role can be, and I'm ready to embrace that. I think that computer science is really elegant. A lot of the theory is super elegant, and also it's a great mindset to apply to other things, as well as the fact that it's so relevant right now with big tech and AI. It's just really good to be in the know. I've previously worked as an RCSA representative. I learned to communicate and organize there, and I've also been a math and a physics tutor, and I've done some whiteboarding for that. This lesson is going to be about return statements. So previously we've learned about methods, which are blocks of code that you can choose to call later. So we can have a method called add that adds together two numbers. We start it with these keywords: public, static, void. So far we don't know what any of these do yet. We don't need to worry about that just yet. We have the name of the method add. And then we also have the parameters, which we pass in. In this case, we're passing in two integers. So we have integer x and int y. So far, all we know how to do is print them out. So I'm going to just write out print statement. That prints out the sum of these two values. And then we call this method add in main. Let's pass in the values 1, 2. Now what this is going to do is it's going to call add, pass in 1, 2. Add is going to print out 1 plus 2, 3. Now this is all perfectly fine, but what if we want to store the value we get from adding them? Right now, we don't really have a way to do that. So if we have an integer sum in main, is there any way to set the result of adding 1 and 2 into sum? This doesn't work. This is going to throw an error. So this is where the return comes in. We use this keyword, return. And what this does is it sends whatever value is after the return back up to where the method was called. So if we were to call add again, now we'd pass in 1 and 2, we'd print them out, and then we'd return the value 1 plus 2. And then to the computer, this is the same thing as 3. That gets set into sum, and everything works out. One last thing that we need to do is change this void keyword. This keyword represents the type that the method is returning. Before, it was void, meaning the method did not return anything, but now it's returning an integer, which is the result of x plus y. The return statement also needs to be the last thing in a method.